Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Welcome everyone to the Sloppy Joes podcast and a happy Friday. The returning superstar, the prodigal son, the man, the myth, the legend, Domsy!
Not you.
Oh, and Joe Smith returns from the land
Hello,
of the
everyone.
rising sun.
Is that allowed?
Konnichiwa. Yeah.
I'm not sure. It feels like one of them that people stopped saying a while ago, but I don't see
Is
why.
it?
No, I think it's fine. Hello!
Hello!
Konnichiwa indeed.
Ethan Check, can I say that? Ethan James is here.
Yes, hello everyone. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. That's
Say it.
fine.
Lovely to see you, Joe.
Yeah, lovely to see you too. You looking very well?
You're looking great. Well, I've not done anything with my
You're looking
beard
a bit
for a while.
tanned.
It's because I'm running with no sun cream on.
Why?
And what a 5 days we've had here.
Unbelievable.
Sunshine on repeat. Wall to wall sunny.
Wall-to-wall bangers.
Rays.
Quite chilly though.
The aircon's on. This
Maybe.
episode is going to be dedicated to Joe Smith's time in Japan.
That felt like you were going to tell us someone had died when I was away. Actually, didn't
No,
realise. Just
we
the
all
stock
nearly killed
markets
each other
died.
last episode.
Did you?
Yeah, I have to apologise for that.
Oh. What
Sorry.
happened?
Well, I broke my sobriety, and the episode was the day after that.
So
What does that mean?
So you weren't at your best?
So I was feeling sorry for myself, and instead of treating this professionally, I just threw out my emotions.
Well, it's nice to see you.
Ethan.
So we landed yesterday.
How are you feeling?
I'm fine.
Were you jet lagged?
No such thing.
He's
baby.
jet-lagged.
No such thing as jet lag, baby.
So, yeah, landed yesterday. So right
Yeah.
now for you, what time is it in Japan?
It's 3:44 p.m., which is when we're recording this.
It's 11 o'clock in
such
Japan.
Thing as jet lag, baby. Okay.
Yeah.
All jet lag is bad planning.
Repeat this narrative in your mind because I think there is such thing as jet lag.
Yeah, well, there can be if you go, oh, I've just got to know what time. I don't know, it's 2 o'clock. I've just had a big nap and now it's the morning. Fuck off. If you look at what time it's going to be at the place you're arriving at and sleep accordingly, you don't get jet lag.
When I came out from Canada, I was that jet lagged. I thought I had a red car,
A red card?
but I didn't have a red car. I've got a black car.
In what sense did you think you had a red
I
card?
was looking for my red car. And I didn't have a red car, I've got a black car.
Yeah.
I was that jet lagged.
Idiotic.
My mind sort of changed. Idiotic.
It's idiotic.
My mind sort of changed. It rewired itself.
I would consider you to be feeble-minded for what's happened to you there. So here's the deal, right? We left Seoul, Korea. Ever heard of it? Just a bit.
Your soul career?
No, not my Seoul, Korea. I'm leaving Japan today. I left my Seoul, Korea behind.
Yeah.
The Western, you singing that.
Whatever. I can't do Seoul. That's why I had to leave my career behind. I left my Seoul career behind, okay? And I knew that we were getting a flight at 8 a.m. Seoul time,
Yeah.
which is 4:04, I believe. So we were on Seoul time. Then I knew we were landing in England at 7 p.m. England time, okay?
Yeah.
Which
Which
all that means is stay awake all day, get to England, go to sleep. And I did. So I stayed awake on the plane. Or, here's another thing if you want to, you could sleep in the first few hours of the flight, any later than that, and you're going to crash into the next day.
Okay,
so I slept for the
okay.
first few hours of the flight, then stayed up till 10 p.m. last night, went to bed, 8 hours later, crash bang wallop, my Seoul career is
Isn't
rejuvenated.
just jet lag you sillily staying up
Yeah.
for 2 days straight?
Yeah.
What did you watch on the plane?
Oh,
There and back.
Here's the question. Here's the answer. Nothing. Didn't watch a
You didn't
damn
raw
thing.
dog it. Don't lie.
No, I didn't raw dog it.
Oh.
I was playing on my phone for 17 hours.
You played it for 17
Played on my phone
hours.
for 17
What
hours.
did you play?
Pokemon Platinum. Completed the whole bugging
Pokemon?
thing. Pokemon Platinum, yeah. Just played Pokemon
Don't get him
Platinum for
fucking
17
started.
hours. And I had the Where Are We on the Planet vibe on the screen. Pokemon Platinum. Paid for Wi-Fi. That was 60 quid for me and Lizzie. Lizzie and I. We got on the plane. No Wi-Fi today on today's service.
Did you get your money back?
Well, we're in the process
Probably
of
not.
that. It was only
Fucking
yesterday.
rip-off.
Luggage didn't arrive in Tokyo, so I had to go for the first 2 days. I was wearing the same clothes the whole time.
But yeah.
Welcome to my world.
What do you mean?
I do that all the time.
Oh, right,
You
yeah.
wear his clothes.
He was in my luggage, that's why we got stopped.
I was in his wardrobe whilst he
Yeah.
was away sniffing his clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
Where were they? Where were you? Where were your pants?
They got stopped for security reasons in Beijing, capital of China.
What are they doing? What's it doing in Beijing?
That was where our stop off was. On the way there, we stopped in China on the way there.
I wouldn't make
Then we
it.
got the second flight from China to Japan. I had camera batteries in my luggage, which I thought were fine. Apparently not. So they've gone through my bag, taken my camera batteries out, and then I had to go and pick up from the.
There's no camera batteries.
Well, possibly because they thought you could put the batteries in the camera and then
Sans
take pictures
batteries.
of the terrible.
Well, you say that,
Terrible
but
place in China.
when my baggage arrived in Japan, the battery was still in the camera. so they'd thrown away my one spare battery, but the one that was actually in powering the camera was still there. So that was just ridiculous of them. But it never worked again. So I don't know if they.
What never worked again? The camera never worked again.
The battery. when it arrived, the battery never worked again.
It could be bugged.
What if they've EMP'd it?
They've bugged your camera.
They've bugged my camera.
It's dog eat dog.
This is that
New phrase, by the way. New phrase alert.
Getting it's dog eat
I
dog.
love. It's a dog eat dog world.
You love it, which is
dog eat
weird
dog.
because dogs don't eat dogs.
I don't
Dogs
know where
eat,
the phrase comes from.
dogs eat.
You heard about those times when people die in their houses and they get eaten by their dogs?
Yeah, I respect that.
So that would be dog eat corpse.
But that's where waste
not
not
the
want
same,
not
though.
comes in.
Oh right.
It's not.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, Tokyo is top tier echelon places on the planet.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it right now. You can maybe like things as much. Nowhere is better in the world than Tokyo.
Really?
Unbelievable.
Why?
Unbelievable.
Why?
First of all, and I said this about Vietnam, and you're not going to like this, Joe, no one's bald. Don't know what's going on there.
What's the crap there? I don't think you ever said that about Vietnam.
Well, if I didn't, I
false
should have
memory.
done. Far fewer bald people.
So
there.
you're the favourite place in the world because no one's got.
No, that's
skinhead.
just a part of it.
Okay.
Isn't it?
Wait a minute.
What a way to
But
lead.
I'm your friend and I'm bald.
And I'm getting there.
Yeah.
So what's happening?
No, that wasn't a
You're
reason why it's
harbouring
good.
a
That was just
secret.
something
Excuse me. I said, why is Tokyo the best place in the world?
First
you
of
led
all-
with headliner. No one's bald.
All right, let me tweak it then.
That should be low.
Let me tweak it. The food is incredible, and you two wouldn't be allowed
Okay,
in.
okay.
I want to know what they have for breakfast.
I don't know what they have for breakfast. I think they have
We
something
got
called porridge, but it's
Congee.
not like our porridge.
Congee.
What's congee?
Like
type of porridge.
Savoury porridge.
Yeah, they have
Really?
like a rice
Isn't that
porridge for
strange?
breakfast. Not great,
So
but
did you skip that?
yeah, we ate out every single meal for 3 weeks.
Oh my God.
You're
Gone are the
literally
Rome
pissing
days
yourself.
of cooking.
Sushi on a conveyor belt, but this is like some of the best sushi you've ever had. This is
Really?
their
The
cheap
best sushi in the world.
It's you could say it's the best sushi in the world. I don't know where they've got this idea from, but they've done very well with it.
Did you? Yeah.
Because I know we've got yo sushi, so I guess the Japanese must have seen that
Yeah.
and thought, let's expand this.
What are your tactics on where to go? Like
Sushi
did you-
wise?
No, yeah. So where? How are you? Are you just sniffing out
No.
the great spots?
And I tell you right now, we may have spoke about this before, but again, I'm happy to repeat myself. TripAdvisor is dead. TripAdvisor is done.
No.
It
Done,
is a
mate.
waste of time, TripAdvisor.
Finished.
TripAdvisor finished. Do you know when it was finished as well? It's been finished for a long time. When that lad from Vice made the #1 restaurant in London be a restaurant that didn't even exist,
Yeah.
that's how you know the platform is done.
Yeah, they should have called it a day then.
They should have called it a day then.
It's called TripAdvisor.
It's finished. The top results are sponsored, and the next ones after that are just the ones that the people in the restaurant make you review it in front of them.
Yeah.
And they're the top places. And I'm going there. Don't think so. Here's the best places. Timeout.com. They're good because it's one person's opinion, which I trust over manipulated masses at this point, and Reddit. It's all about
You
Reddit.
know Reddit will know because they're serious nerds.
But I
They're real nerds and losers on
I do love a Google Maps.
I don't mind a Google Maps.
I do love a
But
Google
you
Maps.
get a festering hole of nerds on Reddit that all concentrate and distill
Okay,
the
I'll use that.
nerds.
And
future.
everyone on Reddit is an expert in the thing you're talking about. So if you want the best sushi in Shinjuku, if you get it wrong, the people on Reddit will literally light your online corpse on fire.
That's
and
a
piss on
very.
it.
I didn't even thought about
The
that.
it's so dog eat dog on Reddit
Dog eat dog.
that you cannot get an upvote if people don't agree with you, genuinely. So we go on Reddit a lot. Some of this sushi, I didn't recognise what I was eating. Unbelievable, just things with scorch marks on. You've got blokes just because every single
whipping out
kitchen
the
in Japan,
torches.
not everyone, almost every restaurant.
Good, you nearly said a bold statement
generally,
there.
Almost every restaurant. There's so many things to tell you. Almost every restaurant, you can see the kitchen. They're cooking
Yeah.
in the room with
Did
you.
they say hello in that?
They say hello,
Or konnichiwa?
konnichiwa.
Do they have a food rating on the door in green?
None of that shite. And
My God,
there's so much to talk about. There's so much to talk
full
about.
part.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it non-stop. But the food is incredible. Some of the ramen, guys.
Now, are you being introduced to new flavors, or are they taking existing flavors and making it better?
Ponzu? Anyone?
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
Ponzu.
Eating all that, it just can't just fill
Is that
me.
a fruit?
Don't know. Then there's yuzu.
Is that similar to Ponzi scheme?
Well, it's a Ponzu scheme because they said if we sell you all this lovely sauce, you'll make millions.
That's what you come back with.
It was a Ponzi scheme. But the ramen, let me just show you some of the ramens that we've had while we were there.
So sorry to interrupt, but I must go to the toilet.
Okay.
Are you going to shit yourself? Dom's gone. Can we see some of
Right, there's one.
What meats are you going for?
So,
you eat a lot of pork?
Yeah, it's all pork. So here's the thing. I didn't realise this. There's like 5 different types of ramen. Did you know this?
No.
So there's different bases to the broth. There's a salt base. There's a soy sauce base. There's a bone broth base.
Oh my God.
And then there's like a few others. I can't remember them all
They're
exactly.
boring though, them ones.
There's a chicken broth base. So this one here, what you're about to see, is one of the most incredible mouthfuls of food I've ever eaten in my life. In the front corner.
Mate, make some big statements here.
Please.
Is it?
Silence. At the front, we've got a black garlic drizz, which changed the goddamn game. A perfectly cooked egg. I don't know who decided how to cook eggs, but everyone in Japan can cook it so that the middle will literally suck you off. The pork in the foreground is incredible. Christ. And on the right, you're going to see what looks like a kind of like mulchy kind of, almost like a Branston pickle. That is like a pork gum.
A pork gum.
That there was
hell.
Unbelievable.
I mean,
the sauce, the whatever, it is insane, Joe. It was so, honestly, and my mouth is watering right now, I didn't know things could have that much flavour.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
That's incredible.
And I just went there by myself. Because obviously Lizzie's a vegetarian. And then you got this type.
What do you mean you went there by yourself?
Well, Lizzie. So we
did it just say like all meat stuff, so you knew there was nothing for it?
Well, here's the thing. So not every single, but almost every single place, genuinely, is tiny. All of the restaurants are tiny.
Were they looking at you like you were like some sort of giant?
No, I didn't have to stoop. Hello, and I'm just drinking the ramen all at once like that. Like it's time. Hello.
A shot glass of ramen.
The chopsticks I'm using them as toothpicks. No, it wasn't that small. But it's like loads of big buildings, obviously, because it's really built up city. But then every restaurant, I would say, is the size. Cut to the wide. I know Dom's saying. Cut to the wide. Like the whole restaurant is like the size of this.
Right.
So and I don't know if this is because of that, but and maybe because of that. A lot of places only do like 3 things on the menu. Oh. So it's like that or that with an extra egg.
So someone said that this place is brilliant. You check the menu out. Nothing for Lizzie.
Nothing for Lizzie.
She's waiting outside.
Yeah, well, she's gone and done some other stuff that she wanted to do some shopping, look for some clothes and stuff. So she did that.
Does she not need to eat at some point?
Well, she's eating at places where she can get food, but it is quite tricky because all the ramen has like a chicken or pork base.
Yeah.
She can eat sushi because she eats fish, so that was good. But anytime I wanted ramen, she had to go somewhere else. Food is
chicken broth like.
Is it not veggie?
You could just get crack on, couldn't you?
You probably could, yeah. But God, it was so chickeny.
Was it really? All right, then maybe you couldn't.
And I went mental shopping wise.
So
I just shot I can't. There's so much to talk about.
Let's get into. I want to talk about. Don't apologise. This is the episode we've missed you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the big attractions. What stuff did you get up to in Japan away from food?
Thank you. So we went to Mount Fuji.
So why is Mount Fuji in Japan and not in Fuji?
I feel a clip coming on, Joe, and I don't think you're going to like the comments.
That is a joke.
Isn't that the thing that...
Because Fuji, you're thinking of Fiji, aren't you? Are you...
Don't, how was your poo?
No.
What?
You
I
were
was thinking of
serious
Fiji then for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's nothing to do with Fiji, is it?
Nothing to do with Fiji, no.
Right.
Is that where the Bob Mortimer tooth application comes from? Fuji 9?
Fuji 9, yeah, that's the type of dental glue that he uses, isn't it?
So that comes from there?
Yeah, that's where it comes from. They harvest it from the... Because Mount Fuji is an active volcano. Did you know that?
Wow, so it could...
But I thought it was a mountain.
Yeah, but it's a volcano.
Is a mountain and a volcano the same thing?
Oftentimes, yes.
Where is Fiji?
Fiji is an island
Hawaii.
in the Atlantic.
Hawaii?
How far away?
The Pacific.
From what? Mount Fuji?
Thousands of miles away. Fiji is nowhere near Japan.
Why have they called it the same thing?
It's not the same thing. Fuji isn't the same as Fiji, is it?
That's true. But you see how I got confused.
Yeah, I do see.
So it looks great, doesn't it? Because it's like
freestanding
mountain, and then it's got a bit of snow at the top.
Snow at the top, everything you want. And we got to see it, nice views of it, which is quite rare apparently. Only a third of the days of the year can you see it. No, we didn't go up it. Lizzie got a bad hip. We also went. Where else did we? We just went around all of the main sort of areas of Tokyo for different reasons. Went on a few. What else did we do? We did loads of stuff.
Did you go to like some of the like?
Went to the Pokemon Center.
Yeah.
Did you go everywhere?
Nintendo World.
Tell us about Pokemon.
Fantastic.
Nintendo World.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Pokemon Center. Tell us more about that. I'm
Great
interested.
question. Got some prezzies.
Yeah, it's big time.
Wait a
Got
minute.
some prezzies for everyone.
Everyone.
Big time.
That
Everyone's
includes me.
That includes you. Right.
Big time.
You, Joe and Ethan, very easy to buy for because you're both losers. No, not really.
Losers?
I've got you. You just sell these at the little supermarkets.
What?
Sake.
What's that?
Booze.
It's
This is booze.
But it's the,
I really
the
wanted a swig of
traditional
it now.
Japanese. It's like a 20% kind of
Oh
vibe.
my
but
God.
this is a ring pull piece sake.
Why is it in like kind of a pickled mussel
Because
jar?
And would
it's
they
just
drink
cool
this
and trendy.
now?
So this is what?
And would they drink this like?
I don't know when they'd have it. They'd have it with the meal.
Would you be
Yeah,
stunned
but
if I necked this now?
I would be a bit stunned.
Well, they're not going
Can
I'm
you
happy
do
to-
that?
No.
Happy to start. Here's yours, Ethan. I'll bring it over. In a
Ethan,
minute.
just
can
hold
you
it
neck
over.
that?
You should probably taste it, shouldn't you?
Hoy it over. No, because then once I've opened it, I can't close it.
Oh, that's
You
true.
can with the ring piece.
No, ring piece is your arsehole.
What did Dom get?
And Dom, you've
Daddy got in his
well,
sack?
you can't drink, but some of these are from Lizzie, so you've got a bit more than these two.
Yeah, it's all right. We know.
So first of
We
all,
know.
some stickers.
For the breast.
Yeah, Snorlax! I love Snorlax. And it's,
So he's a Pokemon.
of course he's a Pokemon.
Where are you going to
He's
stick that?
One of the greats.
Oh, wouldn't you like to know? Probably
Yeah,
my
that's
nipples
right.
and
Also
then
got
go
you
on
these,
OnlyFans.
Dom. This is from Lizzie. Some Korean chopsticks that say Korea on, but they have flat chopstick there.
What do you mean?
In Korea, they have
Like
flat,
knives?
flat chopstick. Look at that.
So
Let me have a little
That's
bit
so
of this.
beautiful. Oh, I might cry.
Yeah, don't cry.
Okay.
But do
I'll
cry.
box it all up and then fall off
Yeah.
a bridge one day.
Yeah, great. And finally, Dom, we're in the Pokemon Center.
I think Dom's got a lot more than us.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
fucking
has,
hell.
yeah.
You just bought this from W.H. Smith's.
Says you. Would you want stickers?
Oh, mine.
And you know
No, I
what?
don't
You
want
know
to
what the most
What's in
important
that?
thing is, Joe? I deserve all
Yeah,
this.
No,
of
you
course
don't
you do.
deserve any of it.
What's in that?
There you go.
Go on, open some now. If these are cards, you've got to open them.
If I can't, I might die.
Oh my God, there's like 5 packs of Pokemon
yours?
cards
It's
here.
Aaron from Attack on Titan.
Not a
That's yours
clue.
as well.
Slowpoke! A blind Slowpoke!
Amazing.
Look, it's him again!
It's a little keyring for
Christ.
you.
Ah!
At least
most-
open one pack.
But most importantly, got him some packs.
Thank you so much. Packs!
That'll be shit ones,
There's
but they're
5
like, they've
packs
got
in
like
there.
5 cards in
A
them.
little bit
That must be good.
short-changed there,
I don't
Ethan,
know.
do you?
There you go.
What do I do? Do I open them now?
Well, you
Open one?
open one now.
Open
Okay,
one now, yes.
Joe's going to get jealous of that.
Which one do I open?
Can I pick?
Yeah.
I like the pink boys.
Okay, pick one. Pick one.
I don't know if they're
What, you
even in
sniff it?
good
Does it
packs.
smell
like
A lot of the
Japan?
packs were sold out, but these are from the Pokemon store in Tokyo, in Japan.
Oh my God, these are from the fucking
These are from the
heart.
heartland.
This is for the heart.
This is
Pokemon.
like,
This is probably better than about 10 of my previous birthdays combined.
really?
Yeah,
Lizzie
genuinely.
will love this.
Sad, isn't
Genuinely.
It? Ten's sad. It's 32,
I'm actually 33.
33.
A bit excited. I can feel a
Look at the
stirring
back.
in my
The back's all
groin.
weird.
What do you think it will be?
What do you
Any
mean?
big cards in there?
I don't think there.
I
I
have
don't
no
know if there
idea.
even can be.
Oh my.
There's a bird.
Oh, I.
There's a dog.
What? Hold on. I thought they've got mad names.
Well, they
Absol.
do, but they're in Japanese, so I can't
That's a
read them.
That's a Weavile.
That's a sneasel
a
kind of
Weedophile.
dude. And then another bird. And then a stretcher that I probably need after this. And then the bird
it.
again.
There you go. Nothing.
Rate that.
How many
Bit
packs?
underwhelming.
There you go.
Yeah.
So much.
You're welcome. You got a few more.
So,
Get stuck in.
talk to me about the hotels you're staying in. Are you hosteling it? You staying in hotels? What they like?
Airbnb.
Bed's tall enough for you?
Yeah, footless bed, so I can stick my legs over the bottom, which is crucial.
Mm-hmm.
Can't have any beds where it's like between 2 walls. You know what I mean? Don't do that. But that was good. I need to tell you about one food experience I had. One thing have you ever seen the documentary Hero Dreams of Sushi?
No.
Nope.
Have you seen this, Ethan?
I've never heard of this.
Great. It's a documentary that came out probably about 10 years ago, and it's this old Japanese guy who runs a 3 Michelin star sushi restaurant, one of the only 3 Michelin star sushi restaurants in the world at the time, like the best of the best. And it's one of those documentaries that talks to you about like every morning at like 4 a.m. he goes down to the fish market and he's like smelling the tuna himself, and it's like the most meticulous. Everything he does is like so precise and perfect. And his sons work there, and they're in their 50s, and they're still like the assistants because that's the way that the line works in Japan. You have to, for the first few years, you just wash the rice. You don't even get to make sushi.
What?
Then
for 10 years they wash rice.
yeah, it's like it's
a lot of rice.
it's like, but this is a thing in Japan. It can't be the case everywhere. but there seems to be like much more of a focus on people are obsessed with their job regardless of the job. So you go in like bars and stuff and there'll be like 50, 60-year-old men who work there and they've worked there for 10 years and it doesn't have that feeling of like, oh God, I used to be a teacher and I had to stop, or
they love it.
I don't like, it's
pride,
like
isn't
I am this bar.
Pride in what you do.
It feels like a real obsession and this document, but it's one of those sushi places where you sit around the counter and he makes it in front of you and gives you a little piece. I didn't go to that one because he doesn't even serve to the public anymore. He's just doing like private events and like for friends. Because I think he's like in his 90s.
He's wadded as well.
Absolutely wadded. But I wanted to go to one of those places where they serve you at the counter.
Yeah.
Lizzie didn't want to go, so on the last night in Tokyo,
outside again.
She was outside, tied her up to a little thing, a little bag. No, obviously not.
Obviously not.
Obviously not. Of course not. So I went to one of these sushi places where it was like a 28-course meal, 28-piece meal.
By yourself?
By myself. And all I requested in the thing, because there's a thing in Japan called Table Log, which is like their version of TripAdvisor.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, do you know in England, to get a 5-star on Google Maps or TripAdvisor, all you have to do is not kill anyone very often. The highest rated ramen restaurant in Japan is rated 4.3 on this.
So that's
thing.
how tough.
It's so strict. Anything above 3 and it's decent.
It's like the 9 out of 10 club.
It's like the 9 out of 10 club.
You can't get 10.
You simply cannot get 10. It's so strict.
And in Japan.
So I went to this place and all I requested on my Table Log booking was, please can I sit at the counter? Because I wanted to be able to see him do it. Right, the counter's like a square shape. Look, this was me and him. Did you
get a selfie with him?
I didn't get a selfie with him.
Did you?
Were you sat on his knee?
He was basically working on my knee.
Did he say hello?
He said hello, but honestly, I was shitting it when I went. It was quite expensive. It was like 70 quid.
Which for 28 courses.
Yeah, which is a lot. I know, that's a lot.
Is it?
Yeah.
It must be a bit more than that.
No.
You're dumbing that down. I thought it'd be like...
I thought it'd be 150 quid.
28 courses.
Well, it wasn't the most expensive one in the world, but this was my view for the whole thing. Look, literally like...
Oh my days, he's literally in his mate's house.
He was literally a foot and a half in front of me.
Amazing.
It's quite intense.
It was very, very intense.
What are the highlights of that then?
So he's just handing it over the counter, and a lot of this stuff is stuff I've never eaten before.
On a scale of 1 to 1,000, how intimidating and overwhelmingly brilliant was it?
I was completely overwhelmed by the whole thing. I was really nervous first of all because I don't speak Japanese. I know they're so into like rules and being polite and getting things right, and if you. Here's a few things that we noticed in Japan, right? No one wears sunglasses. I don't know why. No one wears them. They do in other parts of Asia. They do in...
Or they don't, because I think it's a Yakuza thing, isn't it?
I don't know.
Because you can't see their eyes.
I don't know why it is. Everyone's like covering the hands with got the umbrellas for the sun. No one's wearing sunglasses. No one crosses the road unless it's a green man.
Really?
Just doesn't happen.
No jaywalkers.
No one smokes in public. There are no bins on the streets, so you have to carry your rubbish around with you and put it in a bin when you get back home. What? No one drinks coffee or anything. When you're on the tube...
What do you mean no one drinks coffee?
Sorry, no one walks around with coffee or drinks.
Really?
When they're on the tube, there's an announcement saying, don't answer your phone and put your phone on silent.
This sounds like fucking heaven on earth.
You would absolutely love it.
Why don't you just go live there?
It's so strict, so many manners. I ate sea urchin.
Tell me about that, because I've heard that's very, 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 very
salty,
very
polarizing,
distinct.
It is, but it's also quite.
What is sea urchin?
It's like, do you know those big horrible things with spikes everywhere?
Can't you die from that, Drew, if it's not cooked properly?
You're gonna die.
Yeah, but it's raw, so I hope not.
No, that's pufferfish.
Oh yeah.
And that was mad. It was on a bed of cod eggs with rice. Really freaked me out. There were some things, and this thing here...
You can't get sick, though, there, can you, from this food? Because the standards are so high.
But this, which I think was cod innards, and that was crunchy when I ate it. Oh. That made me feel a little bit sick.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I could do that.
Yeah,
Did they start you off slow?
Yeah,
if that was course one,
course one was just a plate full of raw fish like that.
Yeah, I might be avoiding.
I was panicking as he was making. I was thinking, I'm going to have to eat those cod innards in a minute. A tempura scallop that would change the game. I was so scared. I don't know, because it was so intimidating. I didn't want to get anything wrong, and I didn't know. I couldn't do it.
Did you feel judged?
Loved it. I didn't feel judged.
Yeah, do you know all these rules? Did anyone tell you off at any point?
No one ever told us off. It's all like, you do it right, and if not, you feel the shame.
Because I've seen videos of people go to, well, obviously, and even in small towns here, like if tourists came into a small family-owned restaurant somewhere, they can just refuse your service.
Yeah.
Really?
That happened to me once in Korea.
Did it?
Right,
Yeah.
well, let's not move to
Really?
Korea. Any Irish bars in Japan?
Yeah, plenty.
Did you go in them?
We went into one.
Knew it.
Went into one, but only because we wanted a beer, and the only place it was on the way back to the
genuinely?
hotel. Yeah, we went into it, but it was for like 10
genuinely?
minutes.
What was it called? Mother McGargles?
Yeah, it was called. So it was Mother McGargles in Tokyo. Google it, you love it. There's a guy in there by himself, but everyone's by themselves, and we sat in the. Sometimes
So were you for half the holiday?
Yeah, exactly.
Lizzie was outside.
but it's so normal to be by yourself. We went to this one ramen place. I'll get back to the Irish bar in a minute. Where you sit in like a booth and it slides up, the ramen gets placed down and it slides back down again. You don't see anyone. The ramen just appears in front of you.
Wow.
It was so
That's
good.
fun.
They don't care. They don't mind if people who are larger aren't catered for, is what I will say. Some of the doors to different like shops, restaurants, toilets are the width of that.
Really?
We were in this Irish bar, just getting a quick pint before we went back, and I said to Lizzie, "Where's the toilet?" And she went, and I looked over. There's just a panelled wall, like just wooden panels. And one of the panels was the door to the toilet. It's about that wide. I could barely get through
mad.
it. So, but it's like I don't know what the rules are with like health and safety. It's probably in.
Yeah.
It looks like one of the meals you ate.
Oh,
that
that
is one of the
reminds me.
ones
What about the Japanese toilet seats that do bits and bobs to your bum?
Unbelievable.
Talk me through it.
Heated permanently.
Love that.
You sit down, it's like someone else has been sat on it, but in a nice way.
But not in
lovely.
a creepy sort of way. You know.
I find it
Yeah.
quite strange in cars when the seat's warm and you feel like you've wet yourself without knowing it.
Well, this is great because you can wait yourself.
Yeah, you can do what you want. Yeah,
You get away with it.
So many different ups and down pressures on the water.
There are lots of ups and downs of sitting on the toilet.
It can blow you away. Some of it.
Can it?
Would
Some of
even
it.
survive?
Some of it will fill you up like a hot air balloon.
Do you think that's why there's a loneliness crisis in Japan, because they get the sexual pleasure from all the toilets going around?
I think it is. Yeah. I think
Well, we've solved it. We've solved it here.
I
Did
think
it
I'm an
surprise you at any
authority
point?
enough to say that. Yeah. Sometimes it does it. It will touch your inner self in a big way.
Really?
Yeah. It's such a good.
So-
it's really good.
Is it, sorry, because I don't really know what this is. Is it like a Wallace and Gromit type thing where it'll like insert a brush up your like
and
your
spin it
earbuds?
around at 300 RPM.
Yeah.
And then when you're done, the whole toilet sits up and you fall into a tube.
Yeah. And then you buy the ramen place.
It puts your and you're served to someone else. You're in a big bowl, and then a big pair of chopsticks comes down, and you get eaten by a bigger boy. Basically, yeah, it's a toilet with a big electronic seat on it,
Love that.
and it's shooting water. Some of them will shoot hot air.
Hot air?
So you can wet your bum, clean it, and then dry it. And I made the mistake of pressing one time in the hotel. I pressed the air before the water, so I hadn't cleaned it. And the smell that
Oh
came from
no.
That's so
one of the worst things I've ever smelled. Because it's different to a fart.
hot
It's
air.
different to a fart.
It's blowing your own bum cheeks at you.
Pure shit up my
I
mouth.
think
God,
that
I'd love to
possibly
smell
is
it.
a service that some people require.
I think it is. It's fantastic.
So, bye Japan, hello Korea.
Hello,
How
Korea.
long were you in Korea for?
4 days. So we did 8 days in Tokyo, 4 days in Kyoto, and went to the beach as well one day. That was really cool. And
The
then
beach?
Yeah. You don't think about Tokyo as being near the beach.
It's like Germany.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Mad, they've got
Germany,
beaches.
they don't have a beach. In
Yeah, they do.
Germany.
They've got
have a massive beach.
1,000 kilometres of coastline in Germany.
What do they call? What do they call it?
That's wrong. It's
Das
not.
Beach.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So, did you like Seoul just as much as Tokyo?
Completely different. Seoul is like more like being in a Western country. People are chatting, laughing on transport, smoking in the streets, drinking. It's a bit more bubbly, a bit
You
more.
can walk with a
It's a
coffee.
bit, people walking with coffee, people wearing sunglasses. It's a bit more light-hearted than Japan. They're completely different. Even though Japan ruled Japan ruled Korea for like 150 years.
Yeah.
They are completely different.
But is that
culturally.
because they're rebelling a little bit?
Maybe a little bit,
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean, like
But,
a little.
they're rough, Japan, to people.
What do you mean? They're rough?
Oh, you mean during the war?
No, I mean, well, yes, but also.
What? When you were out there?
No, not when I was there.
Oh, right.
But they ruled Korea. They came in and like just fucking
Yeah,
bad.
they
everyone.
I've
were-
heard some.
They're
What kind
very
of stuff
nasty.
did they do?
They
Just
did
horrible
quite
stuff.
a lot. They did probably anything you could imagine.
Yeah,
that
letting
people
people
could do.
starve and all that. Went to a little museum in Korea that was good. Went to the Royal Palace in Korea. which... So it's... Joe just did a burp and fart. It's this huge kind of... I won't be spoken over by your arse. It's this huge kind of like palace in the centre of Seoul. And it had the classic thing. Did we spoke about this before as well? Destroyed in 1560.
Yeah, the big fire.
They're all
Big
fucking
fire.
done in by a
Big
big
fire.
fire. The Japanese came over and smashed it to bits, then rebuilt in 1850. Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's 200 years old, but come on.
So,
do you know what I mean?
yeah.
My mum's got a mug in her house that's about 130 years old.
Did you go and see North Korea?
No, we didn't. We didn't go to the demilitarised zone, which you can go to. But at the
days
Royal
out
Palace, everyone stood there. The guards stood there with the kind of like silk, like robes and like outfits on. They've got the hats. They've got like the blades. They've got the long beard, the kind of traditional.
They've got a long beard.
Asian sort of beard. Do you know the?
Oh
like,
yeah.
Taking pictures, and then you can queue up and take a picture with them. Go up close, the beards are glued on. So don't like that.
That's actually what this is.
Yours is like that, like Dom's glued on beard.
There are beef eaters.
There are beef eaters, yeah.
They
Yeah.
are beef eaters.
No, but it's that kind of.
Who's a beef eater?
It's
Well,
almost.
they eat beef.
Yeah, they do eat beef.
Yeah, I
they
know
love
that
beef.
bulgogi, isn't it?
Sure.
So did any food compare to your food in Japan?
We went to some nice place in Korea.
You're saying me
so
then,
when you
no,
when you
aren't you?
turn up, no, it wasn't as good as the stuff in Japan. But I think not because it was worse, just because I've never had that kind of quality of that stuff in England before,
Yeah.
and I haven't in for the Korean stuff either. But we went to a place one night, it was in like this market. And they give you loads of little side dishes. It's like a big thing in Korea. You order your food and you get like 6 mini plates of little veg.
You don't
and
know what
kimchi.
these are.
You don't know what it's going to be. So it'll be like beans, sprouts. In the first place, we ordered a kimchi stew and some fried fish as like our meal to share.
Kimchi stew.
Phenomenal. But 2 of the side dishes, one of them was kimchi, and one of the free side dishes was fried fish. So it's like, can we just have this free fried side dishes and not have the 2 things we ordered?
You wouldn't want that warm blowback after a kimchi stew, would you?
Oh, no chance.
Fucking
The amount
hell.
of enzymes going on in that, honestly, it
Did they
changed
have a
the way you
toilet
think.
like that in Korea? Or
Yeah, they love it there as well. That's one thing they do share, culture-wise.
Why are we behind about 1,000 years on our toilet systems?
I don't know. Well, one thing you need to have, which no one has in England, is an electronic plug in your toilet. No one's got that.
No.
So we're going to have to rethink the way we do housing.
Hey, here's a question: do they have washing machines in the bathrooms over there?
Not in the bathroom, no.
Probably the best question we've asked.
Probably the best question you've asked. I've
Can I
got
ask
some
you a
other
question?
little bits I want to bring
Can I
up.
also
Yeah,
have open packs whilst you carry on?
yeah, go on.
Cheers.
Went on the bullet train.
How quick was it?
Unreal.
It's fucking hell. Did you go over loads of
I mean,
bridges?
to be fair, it's only like 50 miles an hour quicker than English trains. So
What?
it's
Still, that's a lot.
it's a lot, but it's not like
Yeah, your face back and all that.
But I
yeah,
thought it
yeah,
was
yeah,
like
yeah.
really fast.
it is really fast.
That is quick,
But
though.
our trains are pretty good. Our trains go like 150 and they go like 200. So it's still a lot faster. But also, they've been around for like 25 years at that pace.
Who've been around for that?
The bullet train.
Have they?
Yeah.
What are they going to call the next one? I don't think they've run out of name. They've gone strong with
They've
bullet,
gone big,
haven't
haven't they? What's faster than a bullet?
Missile, I bet.
Light train.
Light
But
train.
no, because they need to come back from that because that's too. Then they can.
Are they double deckers?
No, they're not double deckers.
Did anyone come up to you and say hello?
Did I
in
get
Korea?
recognised?
Yeah, a bit of both.
I got recognised once in Kyoto
Did you actually?
by an Australian guy. Yeah.
Oh,
I need them in terms of manners. There's a few things to talk about in Kyoto. So Kyoto is a bit more old school. That's where like loads of the temples are. A couple of things we saw in terms of manners and being polite. When a dog does a wee on the floor, people throw bottled water on it to wash it away.
Really?
And I'm not joking when I said right. There was a dog and it was doing a poo, and a woman had a tissue on her hand and she was catching it straight out of the dog's arse. That shit
Oh my
didn't even
God.
touch the floor.
Oh my God.
No go for book that.
Yeah?
I ain't catching that.
Saw a woman picking up dog poo with a pair of chopsticks.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. These.
Yeah,
They're from
we're
Seoul.
here
This was in
today.
Kyoto. I swear to God, picking it up with a pair of chopsticks.
I think.
I wouldn't say that if it wasn't true.
I believe you.
It sounds racist.
That's
It's happened.
crazy.
She picked her dog poo up with a pair of chopsticks.
And where's she putting it then? In a bag?
Yeah, she's not
straight in the
eating
bin.
it.
No.
She's not putting it on
I mean,
some
like, does she pick it up in the chopsticks and put it in the bin?
No, she put it in a bag. Chopsticks.
Yeah, that panel opens and it's like sort of.
Do you not teach them the in and out trick with the not with the bum but with the bag?
I didn't really see it as my place to teach.
Teach the Japanese people the in and out trick.
It's such a good easy trick.
Yeah. So
Poo bag in and
when
out.
we did a few museums and stuff as well, and went to this Samurai Ninja Museum in Kyoto.
Amazing.
What was that about?
Samurai Ninja. We learned a lot about them. So different like classes of people. So ninjas were like farmers who wanted to sort of take on people when they needed to, and samurais were like really high ranking. So these were like
Did they ever fight?
each other probably. But what we did at the end, they had we got to try the throwing star. Do you know the Japanese throwing star?
Yeah.
You've seen them before, haven't you?
Yes.
It's like what Batman has.
Yeah, so it's that. So we got so we all lined up. It was probably like 35 of us on this tour, and across the wall from us, the wall, which is probably like from these two walls. So you stood at one wall, and the other wall is like styrofoam with targets on it. So they hand out these like little sort of hard plastic or hard rubber.
Yeah.
No, you don't get real ones. Well, no, you don't get like metal ones.
But when we axe throw, we get real axes.
Yeah, but that's because it's like down a thing with nets up in a wall.
That's true.
This is literally just in a room raw. So there's like loads of us. So he's like, right, we're going to have a go each. We're going to throw them. Okay, so we throw them and they do like a good shot, whatever. And then he said, right, we're going to do a competition.
Yeah,
So
really?
we're going to do a first round.
Big round.
Whoever gets really close is going to be in the final. Then we're going to do a few different rounds. So I throw it, bang, bullseye. Bullseye! Hit the bullseye. You're into the final. They do another
The roof
couple of
got up?
rounds. The roof goes.
Do they love it?
They love it.
They're loving it.
Then the next few rounds it's like, right, you do well on that one, you come in. So then we get to the semi-final. It's me, and then we all squash into the middle. It's me, and it's like, what is it? Like 5 other people. Throw again, just off bullseye.
Oh, were you close?
We're into the final round now. There's 3 of us, me, another guy.
And who were talking? Are these tourists as well?
They're all tourists. We're all on the tour. Get another go. All 3 of us. Bang.
Bullseye.
Almost.
Ah!
I'm into the final.
Fucking
And
hell.
it's me.
But the others who knocked out after the first round are bored shit.
And it's me, and it's a woman. Now,
Here we go.
admittedly, she was holding a 3-year-old baby at the time, which does give me somewhat of an advantage.
So
Is she throwing that?
She's not throwing the baby. She's holding it in one hand. And they said, whoever wins
survive?
Gets the baby.
gets the baby. It's Rumpelstiltskin
And it's
effect.
here now.
This is the Rumpelstiltskin protocol. Whoever wins keeps the firstborn. No, whoever wins gets to keep their throwing star, and everyone else has to hand it back in.
Well, that's quite cruel.
Can't remember who won.
How did that go
And
through
for the
customs?
listeners at home,
Was it me or was it the lady with the kid in her hands?
let
It
me
was
have a look, let me have a
me.
look. Oh my
It's only
God,
it's a little,
pretty cool,
it's a little
that.
rubber throwing star, but I won.
mad.
I won the whole goddamn thing. All
Love
right.
that.
Did that excite tensions in the bedroom later on?
Absolutely not, because people didn't really clap. I think they were rooting for the middle-aged woman with a baby
Oh yeah, you.
instead of me.
I mean, it's a memory that baby
That's
could have
quite
kept forever.
sturdy, actually.
It's not bad, is it? It can
What did you
certainly stick in.
expect?
You
It
can
can
stick
stick
it in the
into a.
gardens with that, threatening
Jude,
people.
how did you bring that back but not camera batteries?
Well, because look, it's a bit like.
Shite,
it's
innit?
bend. It's not shite.
What?
I don't say
Sorry,
shite
sorry, no.
because it represents
As in it's
something much
like-
larger. It represents a culture as a whole.
Yeah, it
and
does.
my ingratiation into that culture. Stay still.
Did you have to stop? No. Did you fly? How did you get home?
Flew. Yeah, we
Did
were going to
you-
go by boat, but then we remembered that took 6 months. So we decided to do the good old flight.
Did you? What's good? Did you have to stop off in China again?
No, so we flew. So So we flew from South Korea to Paris to Manchester.
Paris.
Yeah, our bags didn't make it. So that's better. There on the way back, they didn't make it.
Well, they're still in transit.
No, we got them this morning. So
Is anything missing?
yeah, all the rest of your thousands of packs that we
Man
bought.
and Ethan's remaining gifts.
No, well, what did you get me when you were?
How
on holiday?
ungrateful!
I've
Yeah.
got you some.
I mean, to be fair, you are literally surrounded by things.
I'm
you
still
love.
opening my gifts.
Yeah, you've still got gifts open. So there you go. That's it.
Ah, just trying to get-
I also bought a Japanese steel blade. I also bought some denim, and I bought.
You went to
a
the
new
jeans
camera.
shop you wanted to go to. Tell us about this.
Amazing.
Why?
Because
How much money do you spend?
I spent
here?
on
Well,
holidays.
he
I
doesn't
never
spend
spend a
too
lot.
much. He doesn't spend
Well,
too
that's
much.
true. You don't spend that.
I don't spend a lot, but I spent big. I bought a new camera
Why?
In Japan.
in Korea.
Why do you need a new
Because
camera?
it was about 35% cheaper than it would have been here.
What does it do?
The
Take
lot.
pictures.
You're
Is it,
surrounded by cameras.
Yeah, mine's better than any of these.
Really?
It's not better than them ones. It's not more expensive than them ones. It's better than these two. Shh.
Can you
What
take
are
a
you going to
picture of
start?
me?
You're going to start. What are you going to start doing with it?
We'll find out. I already did a video on TalkSport with it today.
OnlyFans coming up.
Did you?
Yeah.
You've been on TalkSport today?
Yeah, I'm on TalkSport on that.
So you set up, you got a little studio in your house?
No, just sat near the window. Lovely. But yeah, loved it.
Nice,
it was amazing. Thank you for listening, everyone.
Yeah, and what we was talking about there on Patreon,
Yeah.
Joe did a Patreon exclusive for us.
Yes, I did. That was in Seoul, my Tokyo diary, in Korea. But I tried loads of interesting and unusual foods from their 7-Eleven. The 7-Eleven is the backbone of the,
What does that mean?
country.
Oh, it's the
7-Eleven,
shop.
like it's like a Tesco Express, but
Did you like walk around a lot at night?
we just walked around all the time.
Apparently it's well safe.
All
Apparently
the-
if you
all the
miss the
blossoms.
last tube home, you just sleep on the floor.
What?
In
I've seen
Japan.
that, yeah.
In Japan, apparently if you miss the last train home, because they love boozing over there, don't they?
Yeah, they do love
Big
boozing.
time.
Yeah.
Did you join in?
Yeah, we went to a rock bar one night.
Rock bar?
It was like underground. You could smoke inside. We weren't, but I like the
Went to a
vibe.
rock bar. That's
Yeah,
class.
and it was just like really long and narrow. There's like 4 of us in there. 6 of us in there. And when you get in, she gives the woman behind the counter gives you a book and a torch because it's so dark and red. And in the book, all it is just loads of band and artist names, and that's all the CDs they've got. So you're flicking through this laminated book and you pick up a CD. She gives you all the CDs for that artist and you pick which songs she wants, and then she puts them on for you, and everyone was dancing and singing along.
I would have got
Fantastic.
confused though if I saw meatloaf and I thought, is this a menu?
You were 2 of the meatloaf, please. And
Stop.
what? And
Go
what?
on.
Do you do a hot version of the Coldplay? Because I want something. I like something warm for dinner.
I am racking my brains.
Go on,
now
what else
for
we got?
another
There's gotta be more.
food-based artist. Or you could order some M&M's for dessert.
Yeah, that was very good.
Could get some red hot chili peppers.
Yeah,
on the
go on,
side.
Ethan.
Well done.
Yeah.
What about like
Oh.
and then to start the meal you could have a Genesis, as in like the Bible reference, as in like the first book is Genesis.
Yeah, I wouldn't have that for starters.
Not really a food as such.
Open a pack. Oh, you,
Fleetwood macaroni cheese.
Right, stop now. Stop now. No need for that.
it's good.
And you'd be going.
Why don't we have a minute?
What about Dim Sum 41?
Simpson 41's good?
They eat eagles out here. Unbelievable. I didn't know they were eating that.
Let's all have a minute of thinking.
Let's have
This
1
is
minute.
too much.
In the comments, get your food bans, please.
I'm trying to think.
Come on, let's have a sec. We can just
great
we're
dishes.
allowed a little bit of silence for a sec, especially if we know it's coming.
Oh,
Go on. Dim Sum 41 is the best one so far.
Thank you very much.
the Ramanones. Oh fuck.
No.
The
There's
Ramones.
something in that.
The
There's something.
Ramanones.
It's not far
There
off
is
that.
something in
Ramanones.
Nah. The
The Ram-
Ramanones. The
Oh.
ramens.
The car.
It might just have to be the Ramons.
Yeah, the Ramones.
I'll have the ramens, please.
It's got to be something in kimchi.
They'll probably eat beetles over there.
No, stop now. That's just
Nope.
being offensive.
There's something in
That's
Kim.
just offensive, isn't it?
How many people do we know called Kim? Like as an artist,
There's
Kim
a lot of
Wilde.
the
Little
actors,
Kim Wilde?
yeah. Kim Wilde.
Kimchi
Little
Wild.
The
Yeah.
one from How Clean's Your House.
Kim and Aggie.
Yeah.
No.
It doesn't really work
You
for
put
this.
put the TV on.
But there you go.
Right, well, get your
Let's do that.
best food-based. What we after?
Food bans.
Food bands. Yeah,
Yeah.
right, lovely. I'm going to go swig this. Dom, any final words? You got a poem?
Yes.
Okay. Let's read it. Thank you
Feel
for
the
listening, by the way.
episode
It was lovely.
No, we go. We can talk about your life in Tuesday's episode.
All right, cool.
Which also will have me telling a quite harrowing story and Ethan's trip to the National. So stay tuned for
Brilliant.
that.
Brilliant.
Unbelievable.
Can I take these to restaurants, and if I took up my own personal chopsticks, would people think I'm a total wanker?
What a
They
great
would.
question. Would you
I
take?
think it anyway.
Let's go with it. I tell you what,
You know
he's
what?
had some zingers at the end of this episode, hasn't
Yes.
he? It's like someone who comes on the last 5 minutes tries to get man of the match.
Yeah. Well, he's the closer. We're just the
Yeah.
opening act.
What's your poem?
It's more of a sentence, really.
all
I've got
we
no
need.
sentence.
What?
One
you've been sent to
stop.
jail?
You know how people, when that man walked on the moon, he said, "One small step for man, and one giant leap for mankind." But could it be one small step for man, one giant leap for anything smaller than man, like a pig? It would be a very giant leap.
It'd be
wouldn't it?
tough for a pig to jump to the moon, wouldn't it?
No, I mean a man doing a large step would be a giant leap for a pig.
So even just him leaving the landing module, that is a giant leap for a pig.
Him leaving the sty would be a giant leap.
It would. That's really good. Well done, Dom.
Pigs in space. Right, well, thank you very much for watching. Head over to Patreon. You got 2 Patreon exclusives this week. You got Q&A with me and Ethan, and you got Joe's time eating stuff from 7-Eleven and his trip away. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you when the 9 out of 10 Club World Cup returns on Tuesday. Bye.
Bye. Maybe please.
Thank God Joe's back, eh?